YouTube is changing and we need to change with it. And as we enter into a new year and we go into 2025 and beyond, we are met with a new wave of aspiring creators that are wondering whether it's even worth growing on YouTube anymore, or is it oversaturated, there's too many people on it and it's just too much effort, and wondering whether you can actually make any money from it, or is it just all a massive pipe dream. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you why YouTube is still a really good option for you and why you can make some serious money from it and become a full-time creator much quicker than you think. And I'm going to walk you through my exact 7-step process that I use to make all of my videos that have got results like this and this as a small creator. Now, the first thing you need to know as a small creator is that it doesn't matter whether you've got 500 subscribers or 500,000 subscribers. Most of your views come from people that have never seen your channel before. If you look at my analytics, it tells you that over 90% of people that watch my channel have never seen any of my videos before, or they're just quite simply not subscribed. So if you don't know me, I'm John. I'm a filmmaker turned content creator from the UK. Over the last 2 years, I've grown 2 YouTube channels to well over 1,000 subscribers each. I've uploaded over 200 videos and got over 500,000 views. And I've made a lot of mistakes along the way, and I've done all of that whilst being married, having 2 kids and a job and 2 beautiful dogs. This is Flynn. Say hello to your adoring fans. So if you want to learn from me, I'm just an average guy trying to grow myself on YouTube and sharing all of my knowledge and mistakes with you as I go along, then consider hitting that subscribe button below and joining us on the channel. So the first thing you need to do before you actually enter into this 7-step process is you need to know who you're helping. Who is your audience? Who is your target avatar? Who is the person that you want to aim all your content at? There's no point doing a lifestyle sort of channel in 2025 and beyond, because it's such an oversaturated market that unless you have a very specific point that you're trying to share with people, you're just going to get lost in all the noise. You need to be valuable and share some knowledge with people. And if you can be useful and share your knowledge and your experiences with someone and help someone to do something they didn't know how to do before, then that's how you can be successful on YouTube. So identify your target audience. People resonate with me because I'm in my mid-30s, I'm married, I've got 2 kids. Up until recently, I had a full-time job and I was trying to grow on YouTube and grow an online business whilst having all of that going on in the background. That's why people connect with me. You need to find your unique advantage and what you can connect with someone on, what you can connect with your audience on. So now that you've got that down, get a bit of paper and write down exactly who it is you help. Right, so now that you know exactly who you're trying to help and who your target audience is, now we need to start making videos. And the first thing you need to do is come up with an idea for a really good video. Now for this example, we are going to use my executive assistant Flynn here, who is going to help us in this process. So let's say that you have a dog training business and you want to help people to be able to train their dogs and just get better with their training and stuff like that. So coming up with an idea, you need to just write down or use ChatGPT or anything like that to say, put a prompt in there saying something like, hey, I have a YouTube channel. I would like to make videos on how to tell people how to train their dogs and how to make their dogs more obedient and better and stuff like that, and do tricks and all that sort of thing. Can you give me 10 YouTube video ideas within this niche? And then you brainstorm them. You use things like ChatGPT, VidiQ. You can just use your own brain and just come up with ideas that you think are going to work well. Then you enter stage 2, which is the research phase. So now you go onto YouTube and you look up what is working well. It doesn't have to be anything to do with your niche. It could be in the tech niche, in the gardening niche, in the filmmaking niche, anything, it doesn't matter. Just look at videos that are massive outliers and that are performing much better than the channel's average. So if you've got a channel that on average is getting 1,000 views per video, and then they've got one video that gets 100,000 views, then you can look at the title and thumbnail combination for that, screenshot it and use it as an example, and just use it as a inspiration for an idea for your channel. Now do that until you've got roughly about 10 or 15 outlier videos in different niches, and then come up with your top 5 ideas that you think, right, these are my top 5 ideas that I can add to my channel that I can make great videos with. And now that you've got that, now you can enter into stage 3, which is the planning and scripting phase. So by the end of this video, I'm hoping that Flynn will be able to script and talk in my videos, and you'll probably get much more views than I do. Now, there's 3 ways you can script a video. You can either do it just ad hoc, just no script whatsoever, and just talking to the camera and just letting yourself flow and get into your flow and deliver it. And you might have a few mistakes and a few outtakes, but it just comes across a lot more natural. And that's what I'm doing in this video. Now, the second option you can do, which is something I also do a lot, is to bullet point it. Come up with bullet points of titles or sections or chapters that you want to talk about within your video, and then just refer to those bullet points and have maybe some talking points that you want to go over. Other than that, just again let it free flow and just see how it goes. Or option 3 is you can completely script your video word for word and use a teleprompter or something like that, so that you can have very little outtakes. You know exactly what you're going to say, and you can just let it rip. Whatever you decide to do, there's no right answer for this. It's different for everyone, but whatever you decide to do, I do a mix of free talking like this video or bullet points. I don't really script my videos word for word unless I'm doing something very specific, but it's whatever works for you. Now, once you've done that, then you can start planning exactly what you're going to talk about. Then you create your title and thumbnail. You get your title and thumbnail optimized and you make your video around that. A common mistake people make is they make their video and then think about how to package it after. You need to create your title and thumbnail first, because otherwise you're wondering why you're having video flops. And that's why, because you're just throwing stuff at the wall and hoping something sticks. You need to look at what's proven to work and then make a video around that for your niche. Now that you've planned everything, you move on to stage 4, which is filming. Now, this is fairly easy. This is one of the easiest parts of the whole thing. You've got your title and thumbnail, you've got your video script, whatever form you've decided to use that in, and then you basically just turn the camera on, hit record. Now, the way I do this is with a program called OBS, which is called Open Broadcast Software. It's completely free. There's no affiliate links for this. You just go into obs.com, download the software, install it, set up your camera and your microphone as inputs for that software, and then you record it and it saves straight onto your computer. There's no need to transfer any files or anything like that. Now, obviously, it doesn't work if you're doing B-roll footage, because you need to be out and about shooting B-roll. But if you're just doing talking head style videos, it removes a lot of the bottlenecks and friction points that people have with setting up their cameras, getting everything ready to go. My camera is connected to my computer, ready to go, and so is my microphone. All I have to do is open up OBS, hit record, and I can record a video. It just makes it a lot more streamlined and easier to do. So it's something I would recommend. You want to go to obsproject.com, I think it is, and you can download the software from there if you want to use that. But then you just record your video in whatever format you've decided to use. Then stage 5 usually takes the longest, and that is editing. Now, there are some main editing softwares people use. There's Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro, CapCut, and there's loads of others that I haven't even heard of, but those are sort of the big 4 that people use. Now, none of them are wrong answers. They're all really, really good softwares. I've only ever used DaVinci Resolve. I love it. I think it's phenomenal. Now, you can get a completely free version of that, and you can run off of the free version. Now, the only difference really, apart from a few extra features, is that the free version can only edit in 420 8-bit color. It doesn't do 422 10-bit color. You need the pro version for that. But to be honest, for talking head YouTube videos, you don't need 10-bit color. It's a bigger file size. It's much more than what you need. And most people are viewing their footage on their phone anyway, so it's all compressed down. Once you've edited it and made the colors better, it looks just as good, and you can't really tell the difference unless you're a professional videographer who knows what they're looking for. So I would just edit in 420 8-bit color and record in 420 8-bit color for talking head YouTube videos, unless you're doing professional client work, and then just go through the editing process. Now, the best way I would say for editing is to front load your videos. What I mean by that is, let's say you've got a 10-minute video. I would edit the first minute or 90 seconds for retention and put B-roll in there and text and stuff like that, like you're seeing a lot of my videos, so that it keeps the viewers engaged, keeps them on the video for the first minute, tells them what the video is about, tells them what they're going to get, and then starts getting straight into the content. Now that you've done that, you can start trailing off the editing, and it doesn't need to be as heavy because they're already invested in the video. That's how I would do it, and that seems to be working for me, and it's got me good results on the channel. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far and you'd like to get my completely free YouTube course, then click the link below, because I've created a brand new community for creators and entrepreneurs who want to grow on YouTube, who want to grow a decent monetized channel and be successful and become a full-time creator. And as part of that community, you get my completely free YouTube course which has this and loads of other stuff in it, as well as a community of creators that will all help each other out with thumbnails and titles and YouTube ideas and things like that. So click the link below to make sure you join that today. So now that you've edited, you move on to the upload phase. Now, when you upload your video, you can have the beautiful addition of thumbnail testing, which we didn't have a few years ago. So now you can test up to 3 thumbnails. So I would always recommend creating at least 3 thumbnails for any video you make, and make sure they're different enough so that you can get varied results. And the one that performs the best is not always the one you expect, and that's what I love about it. So you can upload 3 thumbnails, you test them out. Unfortunately, you can only have 1 title at a time. So you test out your titles, give it at least 24 hours to see how it performs. But then just keep changing it until it works. Now, once you upload it, make sure you put in your tags, your description, your links, all that sort of thing. And that is the uploading phase. Now we move on to the optimizing phase. So now you optimize that video. You don't want to put all that effort into that video for it to just die a death and you go, oh, well, never mind, I'm moving to the next one. If it's not performing, change the title and thumbnail. Try it a couple of times, try it 2 or 3 times until you start seeing changing results, better results. Just keep doing it until it works. And then you're going to start getting comments. Now, there's people that say different things about comments. You don't need to respond to ignore them. But the whole point is you're trying to be useful to people and help people and build up a community. So I try and respond to as many comments as I can. Now, I can't respond to all of them because I've got a wife and 2 kids and a part-time job. And I just can't sit there every day responding to 500 comments. It's not possible. But I try my best to respond to as many as I can and just give people some feedback to let them know that I've read their comment. Now, you're always going to get negative comments. It's always going to happen, but you don't have to respond to them. Just ignore them or delete them if you want to. It's up to you. But don't let one negative comment affect the 50 or 100 good comments that you get. And then look at the video's performance. And if it's doing really, really well, performing great, leave it and let it carry on taking off. And then think about, right, that one's worked. What can I do that's similar to that that's going to get the same or better results? How can I optimize that? And you're always thinking of the next challenge. And if you've made it this far and you're still watching, thank you very much, first of all, and drop a star emoji in the comments below so that I can give you some love and be thankful that you're one of the 10 or 20% that are still watching at the end. So thank you very much. And if you want my 2-hour plus completely free YouTube course that has this and loads of other gems of knowledge in there that I've learned over the last couple of years, then click the link below and you can get that completely for free. And if you really want to take YouTube seriously and you're wondering what camera to get so that you can make professional high quality videos that's going to last you a number of years, then click this video next and you'll see exactly what my recommendations are so you can make high quality YouTube videos. Right, Flynn, it's time for you to edit this video. It's your time to shine, buddy. Say goodbye.